Emotional support. I'm sending my energy, but I'm not messing with your flow.
Yeah, because right after this, I went to use the restroom. He's bringing in the Bren here. I used the restroom, and I passed by Marckiemoo, and I didn't want to look at him. I didn't want to interrupt anything. I didn't want to say, like, go, good job, man. Good luck, brother. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want him to even know I was there so he could stay focused on what he's about to do right now, starting off with the gauntlets against Moonir's Bren.
Interesting selection on the side of Moonir. It was the Tesca that worked so well for him on the start of the double elimination of things, but instead it's going to be the Bren, the thing that got him here into the grand finals.
He has some room to go. Of course, he's on the winner's side of things, so he can lose this set. That means Marckiemoo resets the bracket, and then he goes again. So he has room to experiment and be like, okay, maybe this time the Bren is going to be cooking. And if not, okay, I got room to go. I got plenty of runway I can swap.
Downlight into the recovery. Not enough to KO just yet. Fortress Alliance sealing. Helping out Moonir. Neutral Sig not going to connect.
There's the recovery. Not enough to even send off screen just yet. Fortress of Alliance really high ceiling. Can be tough to KO off the top. There's a strong D-light from the wrong side of the stage.
Okay. Ooh, exhausted
man, even
recovery.
That one was low.
Yeah. Was underneath the main stage height. Gets a pogo. Both of them now in the red, looking for that KO tool. Downlight will do it. Marckiemoo gets first one.
Weapon toss goes up. Grabs the gauntlets. Throws that up so he can come back with the scythe. Going to be looking up for possibly the neutral light opener, maybe a side light. There's the side light. Goes for another one right after the turnaround in light, the defensive option. Moonir. He might struggle to find his way on top and find this stock. Is it going to be like a falling axe side air? Maybe he's just going to stack up in lights. Wow, I didn't think that was going to KO that early. I thought it would at least take one more. Going to go all the way up, toss that weapon so he can pick up the spear, move back over to that for the damage build on Marckiemoo's second stock.
Goes in. Neutral air not lasting long enough to beat out that spot dodge from Marckiemoo. Still pretty even between the two. Side light going to whiff. Marckiemoo gets more.
Man, more back-to-back in lights. Even goes for the side light after that. Expecting Moonir to be down, but he was up on that soft platform because we're on Fortress of Lions, and it's on the left side. There's a D-light. That's zoning D-light. The range on is so big.
Nice spot dodge on the side of Marckiemoo. Moonir still not able to come up just yet. Exhausted recovery not going to hit. Marckiemoo going off stage unarmed, but Moonir not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, I think Moonir was both recovering back to stage, but also trying to hit like the backside of the axe recovery. So like that was his option, and he just wanted to be safe, even though he's at weapon disadvantage, because he's also at health disadvantage, which Marckiemoo took advantage of and got that second stock. Marckiemoo only halfway through this second stock.
Yeah, Moonir maybe a little too nervous for himself right now as he's starting to just throw out some wild options. Once again, he's going for a lot of wake-ups. Ooh, once again, spot dodge. Too many iframes for Moonir.
Yeah, maybe if Moonir can just like get a little bit of a charge on it, just a frog's hair of a charge. The harpoon toss is going to end that second stock, bring everybody down to final here in game one. Moonir's not too far behind. He's going to pick up the spear, throwing away the axe again for the damage build.
Marckiemoo getting caught by a couple of neutral airs there. Downlight will pick him up. Double side air on the side of Moonir. He's finding hits.
Duke.
He's finding hits. Ooh, ground pound could have been bad.
No down air from Moonir, nothing. Going back to the stage, throwing his weapon away, not even in a way that I think would deter Marckiemoo, but he just wanted to swap over to the axe or deny the scythe. But Marckiemoo getting so close, dude. That D-Sig was wild.
There's the weapon spawn. Wants a spear. Oh, that recovery's going to catch him.
The patience to not rip the second side light. The down air. The shut down with the down air too.
Just barely misses. Downlight recovery, not enough. Ceiling's just a little too high. Moonir with the weapon advantage.
I don't know if the side air was the option there, because I don't know the exact damage
He can deny. Pogo misses it, but he'll still hit the recovery, and it will be enough. Moonir going to take game number one.
And that's a very scary thing for Marckiemoo. He does still have 5 games to play through, but when you're looking at coming into the grand finals on the elimination side and you know you have to reset, it's a lot of games you got to play through. It's against someone you lost to previously in the double elim, and then all of a sudden you're just like, you just lose game one. And it was so close. So there's 2 ways that this can go. You can go doomer mode, or you can go like, I was this close. That means I can do it again. It's like when you get a Dark Souls boss down to 1 hit and then he knocks you out. It's like, okay, I got there. I can do it again, and I can beat him.
But or I guess similar to many a Dark Souls boss, usually it takes people more than one more try.
Yep.
And hopefully for Marckiemoo, it won't have to be more than one more try, as right now we're going into game number 2. It's going to be on Demon Island this time. No character swaps on either side. Side air is not going to hit. Marckiemoo with the falling there. Dangerous spot, and he can't get the wall touch.
Marckiemoo ends up falling after that so early. He jumped for the beef and ended up falling, and now Moonir only has 50 damage on this stock, and it seems like Marckiemoo's already passed him on the second stock too.
Yeah, man, Marckiemoo gave a little too much there. Okay, Marckiemoo, opportunity. Moonir still in the open air, gets him with the backswing. It's the ground pound, and Marckiemoo going to lose another stock. Moonir about to 3-stock Marckiemoo, potentially.
And this is what's really scary, because Marckiemoo is so good because all he needs is a couple minutes to try to reset the mental and get everything back to normal. Oh, we're in the middle of a set, dude. He doesn't have a couple minutes.
No, not long here. Marckiemoo does manage to get the first stock off of Moonir. Gets in, hits a neutral light. Ooh, misses the gravity cancel neutral light though. Nice. Nice. He's got to reset. Yeah, he has to come back onto the stage, and Moonir does not have the movement speed. Despite being on Bryn, couldn't drift to the wall. And we're basically even now.
Yeah, everybody's on final stocks. Moonir's dis are unarmed, so the damage build is going to really help him even things up. Going for the double D-light into the recovery. Okay.
Yeah, he burned his dodge, so you saw him kind of disengage, didn't have the opportunity to go for like a gravity cancel N-Sig. Raw N-Sig from the main stage, and Moonir is up 2-0.
Just barely had enough on that Moonir. You see him looking over at Marckiemoo. Dude, this feels like one of the fastest grand finals of all time. It's only 2-0. So things aren't over yet, but this feels like one of the fastest grand finals. Holy cow.
I'm just revisiting the analogy I gave at the start of the set, which is like Moonir, he has the kryptonite. This is the opportunity here. Our European has never won a singles event, and he could be the one to go home with the Royale trophy here if he can get one more game off Marckiemoo. Marckiemoo is gonna have to make the adjustment.
Do we swap to the Mirage for this game? I feel like you have to.
Is it Mirage time?
I feel like you either have to, or Marckiemoo needs to be really confident in the Mordex. Like really, really, really confident that so many of the things that happened last game will literally never happen again. Otherwise, I think you got to swap over to the Mirage.
It's such a tough call because you're essentially betting on whichever one you lock in. That sounded like a SpongeBob. Yeah, I was like, did he seriously lock in SpongeBob?
I don't actually know the individual lock-in noises. Okay. I know Sandy's because I play Sandy sometimes.
Is the like lasso-y sound?
Yeah. So who is that? That's the Devil Jin lock-in sound?
No, it's got to be the podium. Yeah, that's what that is. That's the podium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The big delicious drink.
Yes. Okay, we're getting into it. Game number 3. Moonir, 1 game away from being crowned our Summer Royale, and Marckiemoo going over to the Devil Jin.
Interesting choice coming out from Marckiemoo. I want to look up some stats on this Devil Jin.
Well, it does have the gauntlets, and maybe he wants the bow here as well. Hits a side light. Moonir able to find some response damage.
All right, Zariel is his 7th highest leveled legend, level 48.
Okay.
So a significant amount of time on this legend. It's not, the same as his level 100 Onyx. Or like his level 72 Kaya or 66 Mordex, but still a lot of time on this legend.
Throws up the N-Sig, expecting Moonir to go high. Nice gravity cancel downlight side air. He is getting good damage here onto Moonir. Downlight into the recovery there. Saw that dodge, able to chase in. Edge guard opportunity, but Marckiemoo disengages, wants that center stage control.
Moonir just a little bit behind in damage, but we're seeing Marky forced over to the wall, but once he gets back on the main stage, he's able to take the stock. Decent lead here for Marckiemoo.
He's playing fast, but he's playing precise. Gets in, gets that neutral air. Utilizing that soft platform for the movement, and once again comes in, hits that downlight. Marckiemoo can't get the turnaround there, so that will be the stock evener in favor of Moonir.
How do you feel about Bo into Axe matchup? Do you feel good as the Axe player?
Used to, but now Axe neutral light doesn't jump over it.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, my vibes, I don't play Axe that much, so my opinion is, like, silly on this, but my vibes are that it doesn't feel good. And I worry if I'm Moonir playing the Axe into the bow.
Well, again, it is a best of 5, so there is opportunities for Moonir to make a swap up, but right now, Marckiemoo needs to win this one.
Also, Moonir could just like clutch up and go beast mode.
Could.
Oh, big ground pound. That's going to take away that second stock.
You saw him sweat beating as well. Even if that didn't immediately KO him, Moonir didn't have enough movement to get back up safely.
Not sure what that was. Maybe a misinput the wrong direction.
Might have been. Marckiemoo slips onto the stage. Side light. Neutral light. Dodge down, but Moonir not able to read it in time. Spot dodges through, but he reads the jump, and that's going to be the end sig to punish. Final stocks here. Moonir, potential.
Dude. Duke, what if he just did it? What if he just did it?
Marckiemoo, that was such a scary unarmed down air, bro. This is game 3.
Marckiemoo has the clutch factor.
He does, but he doesn't have a weapon.
What if Moonir just does it? The in-light sending over. He's going for the big plays, man. They call Laura's the risk taker. Moonir's the risk taker, too. As much as he's a chameleon and can blend in, he can also stand out, and that's what he's doing today.
Down air, nair. Final stocks again. Side sig raw, and Marckiemoo is going to make sure we go to a game 4. He's going to slow things down.
This can be the reset that he needs. He doesn't have a couple minutes. He only has a couple seconds. But that can wrestle some of the momentum away from Moonir here in this grand final set. Marckiemoo is going to have to win 2 more without losing a single one, and then win 3 more the next set after the reset.
Yeah, he needs 2 more wins just to get a reset. Meanwhile, Moonir just needs to win one game, and EU is taking home the trophy.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Going over to the Demon Island here in game 4. It's 2-1 in favor of Moonir, who's coming into this grand finals from the winner's side of things. Starting off with the axe, we have not seen a legend swap coming out from Moonir. He feels confident enough in this Bryn that it can deal with Marckiemoo's Devil Jin.
I mean, it worked relatively well. Got it to final stocks. Marckiemoo not able to get that weapon pickup in time. Stays low, gets past, gets a recovery.
Yeah, that could have been a big play there for Moonir, and all he really took was that unarmed recovery, so like not a huge loss, even though he did get hit. Again, stays low. Those neutral signatures not working for Marckiemoo yet. Moonir spot dodged the last one. D-light side air as well to finish that one up. The side light D-light side air to get the KO. And that's a nice lead here. It's about a 40-second stock for Moonir. He's only in the orange. Already picked up 2, 3 hits, almost 4 with that ground pound.
Neutral light puts Moonir off stage. Marckiemoo chase dodges forward, hits the ground pound. Gonna even up the stocks.
And I think the moments like that are the ones that like really will weigh on Moonir and take some of the wind out of his sails, where he's like, I have a nice lead here, and then in like 15 seconds, his opponent comes back in and steals that stock, and we're back to even. Yeah,
just eating that one ground pound and losing your stock, it's brutal. Downlight side air, down sig connects.
Dude, another one. It's been so long since he's been using those. He goes for the down air. Another down air, and he takes away that stock. Marckiemoo with almost a full stock lead.
Suddenly, things swing violently in favor of Marckiemoo. He's going to try to force that game 5, and his bow is looking crisp. Downlight into the recovery. Goes for another one. Moonir dodges down, but not able to get much.
Man, Silent Nair, big damage. Oh, he was so close with the axe recovery, but the overspace from Marckiemoo. He was in the right spot, and that's a 2 stock for Marckiemoo. Such a quick game.
He's feeling good. He knows it. You see him nodding his head. He's like, yep, the Zariel pick was correct. And that is going to take us to game number 5 to determine, is it going to be a reset or is it going to be an EU victory?
And we're going to see the swap onto the Taros from Moonir. He's hoping he can come in with big damage and stampede all over Marckiemoo. Both players have now made major swaps, and we'll see what the fallout is here on Small World's End, a very volatile stage. It means Taros can KO super early, but it's also going to help Devil Jin out just a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who's connecting with those side signatures, I feel like. Those are going to be so devastating if either one of them is able to hit 2. Marckiemoo doing a really good job staying grounded there. Goes for the downlight. Moonir comes in. Spaced it right.
That was a pretty quick swap early on over onto the axe from, he's swapping over.
Oh!
All right, how far is that going to send? It's not too far. It's not even going to force Moonir over onto the wall where Marckiemoo can engage in the edge. Go almost off the top. Not enough, though. It was so close.
If he had the dodge, a gravity cancel down sig would have done it, but Marckiemoo gets in, gets a downlight recovery.
Marckiemoo may be like 40% of the way through this stock. But he's up against Moonir, who's on Taros. The Stomp Sider is going to turn him red. Also going to disarm him. See if Marckiemoo goes up a little bit too high. Wow, I thought Moonir was going to pull out of that as soon as he possibly could.
Oh, doesn't hit the side air. Ooh, okay. Stomp side air, that will be the stock. Likely going to stick with the axe here.
Marckiemoo was doing a good job of not just like floating above Moonir in a dangerous way where Moonir could just like jump and hit a down air and throw him off the top.
What's he got?
Get the bounce. Moonir gets back, but he goes back in with a down air. Marckiemoo going really low here. You're seeing the exclamation points. Nobody's found any hit, but he's able to get back. Swaps over to the bow. Moonir disarmed here. There's the side light. We're looking for the next weapon spawn. It's right in the middle. He's able to grab it, but he does take a hit. There's the side air from Marckiemoo. Dodge burn. That's bold.
Weapon toss doesn't connect. Moonir with that control, but Marckiemoo gets the unarmed hit, and he's going to swap over. Gets the gauntlet side sig. One stock left. Marckiemoo potential to reset.
There's that side sig that you were talking about earlier. Marckiemoo's now hit one. Moonir hasn't been able to really do it. There's the axe in light. See if he can grab another one. No, he jumps. Almost hits the side air. There's the D light.
Side light, down light, side air. Wants the neutral air, but Moonir able to hit a neutral light. Goes in, ground pound. Weapon toss going to go wide. Not going to hit. Nice!
Okay.
Slide charge end sig. Final stocks here.
Turn that one around so he can reach back and grab Marckiemoo, send him into the blast zone. It's now going over to the axe. He actually dashes off stage. That gave Marckiemoo center stage, plenty of room to grab the weapon. It's going to be the gauntlets. Hits a two-piece, but not the three. There's the D-light from Moonir. Zoning Marckiemoo, but there's the neutral air. Trading back and forth, single hit for single hit. Moonir is behind, but he's going to be doing more damage per hit.
Oh, he's chunking. He's onto the hammer. Weapon toss connects. Marckiemoo misses. Stomp side air. Marckiemoo almost put off screen.
Is he going to go for a big KO move like a side sig here? Yes, he was, but it was an in-sig.
Recovery not going to hit. Marckiemoo disarmed. Has the bow. It's a side sig. And Moonir is the Summer Royale champion. EU's done it. Moonir was the only European to get here, and he is going home with the trophy.
Oh, a big old wet kiss on that trophy. Moonir's going to be in love with that trophy. Holy cow, man. He did it. He did it. Laura said he's not the main character. Turns out you were wrong, brother. That is the main character. You're looking at him right now. That's the hero of this story, and it's Moonir, and he did it with